I think they're actually pretty diverse, not only in color and background and lifestyle, but also just points of view. The big theme is blood versus water. We've pitted the loved ones directly against each other. There is nowhere to hide. 3 minutes in, you will see one pair of loved ones squaring off. That's blood versus water. Let's start with Val and Jeremy. As a couple, I like them a lot. I like that he's a firefighter and she's a cop, although she's not going to tell anybody she's a cop. We've seen cops in the past have great observational qualities. She's no different. Val's husband, Jeremy, super likable guy. He has such a great social way about him, and I'm guessing part of that comes from the fact that he's a fireman.
My name is Jeremy. I'm a firefighter. If she wins, it's a failure, and I'm going to be pissed off because I want to win that bad.
Drew and Alec, two brothers.
His nickname's Squirrel. Let's get started, because he is the squirreliest person I know.
One slightly older than the other, and that seems to be a bit of an issue between them. Let's start with the older brother, Drew. He's cocky. He's got a swagger. I think Drew's biggest obstacle will be Drew. I think he can rub people the wrong way, but it's unknown if he can quickly reassess and adapt and be a little more low-key. Alec, I think, is a bit of a dark horse. Sometimes the younger brother rises above and surpasses.
I know how to rough it. I've been to the Everglades for 3 or 4 days in a row. It's me out here, and I am a survivor.
John and Jacqueline, they get labeled, I think, probably Barbie and Ken, because he's got the square, chiseled jaw, and she's got the beauty pageant looks.
This is my boyfriend.
My girlfriend?
I don't think they're gonna play as a couple. John is probably gonna be really happy because it releases him from the responsibility of taking care of his loved one. And I think Jacqueline is gonna be surprised by that. And I'm really curious how it's gonna go for Jacqueline.
It's hard for me. The unknown stresses me out.
Wes and Keith, I like these guys a lot. They come from the same cloth. You see the son in the father and vice versa. And I love that they share this passion for firefighting. The son is following in the father's footsteps. I would say on day one that I would think that they're both pretty good guys. I think they're going to be relatable to a huge part of the country. I love how they speak. I love the texture of their language.
We're kind of outdoor guys anyway in Louisiana.
I don't think Wes has flown all over the country. You know, some of these people have traveled a lot. This is a big deal for them to come to Nicaragua. Missy and Baylor. Missy, as a mom, sounds like she's been as much of a friend as she has been a mom.
We're the same person, except for she's just
20
a few years younger than me.
and 40.
She's been through a lot of relationships. She's not afraid of men. She's not afraid to get involved. And her daughter's been watching this whole time, watching how she deals with men, watching how she deals with relationships. So Baylor, even though she's only 20, is still coming into the game with a little more life experience than your typical young person. Missy, I think, could make some alliances. I think she's open and kind of funny and likable and definitely has a self-deprecating sense of humor. That's a quality that I would look for. Baylor, somebody's gonna have to pick Baylor to be in their alliance because I don't think she's gonna pick anybody. Very few people in their early 20s that come in and hit it. I like the twins a lot, and I love that they were on Amazing Race. I love when people come in here and play the game.
Well, we grew up in Sri Lanka, so we grew up on an island.
So the elements, I feel like, will be right at home.
That will help them a lot. I think a lot of other people on their first time playing, they scurry about. And I see in those girls a real relaxed attitude. I'm curious how they're going to do separately. If Nadia and Natalie were playing together, I don't trust them, but separating them, I'm open. Okay, John and Julie. John Rocker is a Major League Baseball pitcher, famous for making some very controversial statements about how he views the world. So he comes into this game with a lot of baggage that he can't get rid of. And when we talked to Rocker about that and said, why would you play a game in which it's all about social dynamics, knowing people have lots of reasons to not like you? And he said, because that's what makes it interesting. I like to play big.
I was raised in a professional baseball clubhouse and still carry a lot of that idiocy with me. She already told me she'd throw me under the bus.
You know, I'm here to do a certain thing and is get as far as I can.
John's girlfriend, Julie, is a big question mark for me. I don't know which way to go. I've had moments where I thought Julie is gonna wilt up and die. Julie gets down in the dirt and says, this feels good. I think she could be a force. I just don't know which way she's gonna go. And I don't know if Julie knows either. Josh and Reed are without question two of my favorite people we've ever had on the show. And as a couple, I like them even more. I love that they are out as a gay couple.
I'm Reed. This is Josh.
Josh, I'm guessing, is going to assimilate a little more quickly than Reed. I think Josh is so likable that his biggest obstacle will be somebody going, there's just no way I'm letting you last long. Reed is excitable, and he's excited to be out here. But when you go back to the beach, you want to be calm. I don't know what Reed's going to do. I hope Reed gets into a real alliance, because oftentimes you see it and you go, that's a good alliance, you guys are dead. Dale and Kelly, interesting couple in that you have a father and a daughter. The father divorced when Kelly was young and remarried, and that's a hard thing to go through as a kid, to have a new parent come in. And I think there was some conflict in there, and they didn't talk for a while, and Kelly wants to, rekindle this, and I'm sensing from the dad that not that he doesn't want to, that he doesn't really understand how much she wants to. So this could be a really great experience for them.
With a loved one, you've always got that little bird on your shoulder saying, your daughter's over there.
Maybe the show has a bigger purpose for them. Or maybe Kelly will blindside her dad and say, now we're even. That's worth watching.